Hello, this is Will from JourneyWallStreet.blogspot.com. Here today to talk a little bit about some of my executions I made today. So first of all, let's start with Solar City is my new position. Uh, Basically, what I like about it is it kind of had this intraday flag, or excuse me, a daily wedge pattern that it broke out of, and the buy was really above 42.80, but I missed that entry. But if you look at it from the intraday chart, you will notice that this swing high area here, 41, oh, excuse me, about 45, will play an important role. So it broke through the real breakout entry, hit resistance, and then started to pull back and consolidate right below this line. And this is where I established my initial position, and I believe this is when I got in some more. So what's happening now is essentially a bull flag that's right at the moving averages, right at a swing high level. So this can look pretty decent for another move up. Maybe somewhere around 50-ish would be a target, and who knows, might be able to retest the highs. There is earnings coming up in a couple of days, so chances of me holding through earnings is very slim. But who knows, if there's follow through the next day, then we might hit that level pretty quick because Solar City is a momentum driven stock. Another trade I added to today was in Goldman Sachs. As I mentioned before, there was kind of a cup and handle pattern building up here, and I was able to get long initially on this handle area, and then today, as it broke above, I added some size here. If you look at it on the intraday chart, I basically added somewhere within this second candle here because I knew the levels and I knew above 68 I didn't want it to be long. A couple minor transactions, XLNX, I'm in it because of this wedge. I lightened up a bunch when it broke, excuse me, let me get my charts right. I lightened up a bunch when it broke below this wedge, but it did trade higher, but I'm back within the wedge. I'm still in some. I may still add above 46.50, but for now I'm just gonna hold tight to see what happens with a very small position. IBM. So as I mentioned the other day, I wanted to be considered to be out of the stock by the 6th because on the 7th it's ex-dividend date, which means that since I am short, I would have to pay dividends. And what I really wanted to see today was IBM trade down below Friday's low, but that just didn't happen. So I just kind of covered some today, knowing that tomorrow, if it doesn't trade significantly down this level, then I will probably be out of this trade. Maybe somewhere above 198, or even if it kind of breaches this trend line, which this top trend line doesn't really mean much, but since I'm going to be out anyways on the 7th, I might as well use this as a reason why. But that's all for my executions. I didn't do any day trades today. I couldn't find any opportunities except for Apple. I was actually looking at this pullback here, and it was really nice. I mean, so first, okay, gapped higher, bounced off the EMA, went straight up, and bounced off the EMA again. And the reason why I didn't take this trade or didn't get an ability to take this trade was I was actually looking for it to retest this level, this 44.66 level. So I was bidding down here. So I was ready. I had my order in, but it never filled because it never reached that area. And in this situation, I should have been really a bit more aggressive because in the bigger picture, what's 30 cents in a $466 stock? That's kind of nothing. So I mean, I should have, if I wasn't able to get filled here, I should have been able to treat this like a regular pullback and then just buy some above this 5 minute high right there. But at that point, I had my mindset set on I wanted to be a 466, and if I didn't get it, I didn't want it. But you know, it, I should have went for it because it looks really great on the daily still. As soon as my chart loads up, sometime here we go. So as I mentioned in my trade um, a while ago, 457 was kind of the level I was watching, and I was long somewhere down here, and I was able to get catch my measure move to this target level, and I really should have gotten back into the stock at 457 because I, above it would set up the next leg, which broke today. So now we're looking at, oh, this one broke today. Now we're looking at 485 as the next potential target, which is also kind of like the gap fill from here. But I'm not in this trade anymore, but would have been nice to be. Okay, anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.